Hey everybody! We've been rolling a little bit lately. We struggled at the start of the last one, but we definitely got there in the end. I'm selfishly kind of hoping for a smoother ride this time, but I'm just hoping for the strength to bear whatever burdens the game sees fit to give me. Okay? Choosing a rare, always good. Impervious, always good. Barricade, too expensive to be excited about early. Exhume, nothing to play with yet. At least Impervious will be immediately useful. Let's get some freaking attacks, shall we? How about a Carnage to go with this beautiful Impervious? Would you be so kind not to Bioshock you or anything like that? And we may not play Impervious on this fight, or we may. We'll see. It depends how much damage these fools see fit to do. Or intend to do, at least. Because you never know if they're going to be able to follow up with it. How about a Carnage? You really want to see an attack here. I'm going to take a Rage because it allows me to play more attacks. That's good. At the end of combat, raise your max HP by 1. That's very nice. Especially to get it so early. I haven't had that good face in forever, man. It's really good to hear your voice. One of those things that sounds so freaking sweet. Still got the face of a cleric. Hearing those words, it makes me freaking weep, brother. Yeah, I know what the song's about. Don't cite the old words to me, which I was there when they were written. Oh, a Carnage. I'm feeling the vibes, man. I guess if I had to, I could kill you in one turn. Okay. What's coming up next? Be careful. Be careful. Messing around out here can be bad for your health. Acid Slime Medium, if that is your real name. I feel like we got a pretty solid deck going on already. I like a Body Slam to pair with an Impervious. Now I really want to hit upgrades, even before Elites. I think this is a beautiful removal. Followed by a fantastic Carnage upgrade. Followed by hopefully an Elite that doesn't rock my socks off. Gotta be done. This should hurt, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. We really want the Body Slam upgrade as soon as possible as well. It's going to sting a bit. We'll probably draw Impervious next turn. We didn't draw Carnage alongside of it, which is a dream come true, because we can play Carnage on this turn. Okay, on next turn. That's gonna throw a little wrinkle into things. That probably sets us back a turn or two. I mean, you gotta send it. I'm starting to think my dreams of not resting on the next fight or on the next campfire are somewhat unrealistic. We love an offer. I'm sorry, you have to take offering and then you have to rest. And then Art of War, an upgrade. Don't mind if I do. This is such a good. We got just a majestic setup here. Absolutely wondrous. Oh my god, it's full of stars. Look at that. No damage. We're going to upgrade we're going to heal. We're going to upgrade another card, and when we fight the Elite, we're going to have a bunch of energy to work with. We would wish to headbutt back a Carnage. Now, we're missing something. Do you know what it is? At present, we don't have scaling. We have good attacks. We don't have scaling. I think it's well worth fighting you, though. Scaling is no joke. It's mighty important. Knowing that an Impervious is coming, we're going to headbutt back Body Slam. But the headbutt back Body Slam... yeah, I can live with it. We're going to wait till it's almost the last card. Then bring Body Slam back. Knowing that Impervious is like a 50% chance to draw on the next turn. It's the most beautiful turn I ever could have asked for. You play Impervious, strike you down, hit you, hopefully kill you with the Carnage next turn, and then we just got to deal with this guy. Which will be a little annoying, but not as annoying as having to fight all the Elites that we just fought. The heck is this, man? I would feel content to bring back a Carnage and end your life next. That was a great Elite fight. Oh my god, if you give me like a Calipers or something, I'm going to be in heaven. Oddly Smooth Stone is still pretty good. I'm not a Fiend Fire guy. Sorry to drop the Mog on you. Feeling a little silly because I gotta be a parent again in like an hour and 8 minutes. I mean, I'm a parent all the time, even when my kids at school, but this is my last chance to be silly. Pretty soon I gotta be like, don't put the fork in the electrical socket. I think this is a pass. I think we live by pass. Honestly, I think we angered the mushrooms. I think we got the kind of deck that can deal with these guys. Do me a favor. Go ahead and give me a Snecko oil on this one. I was really hoping to see Impervious come down in price. But drawing a Carnage is also a great outcome. I guess price is not really the right word, but you get the idea. What if we were to headbutt back Carnage, play our offering, and then end your freaking life, brother? Like, we got a lot of alacrity with this build right now. Not scaling, but alacrity. We have no means of gaining strength. To be straight up with you, I think an Armaments is almost the play just because it makes such an attractive upgrade target. Now I mean, we do enough damage that I feel like pretty solid about just going toe-to-toe with you. But we don't have any kind of, you know, there's no trump card we're pulling out here, and just owning you with, it's going to be a bit of a heavyweight battle here. We'd like to keep you vulnerable as long as possible, for sure. You got to keep Carnage in the rotation. So even if you got to wait for the Impervious Body Slam combo, you can't afford to lose Carnage. You won't have the damage necessary to finish the run. But this is actually like a very, very, very solid start. We do need, like, this is a wake-up call that we obviously desperately need to get our defense in order. In case it wasn't abundantly clear in advance. Just draw Impervious Body Slam would go kind of crazy. Headbutt Carnage back. Okay, so we basically, we can't lose. Because Carnage just one-taps you. But we could really use a Barricade here. Barricade Energy Relic is like such a sweet, sweet transition into floor 2. Barricade is nothing. Well, yeah, listen, I'll tell you something, okay? I think as the Ironclad at this level, you need strength or you need block. If we need strength or block, the best play becomes available very quickly. It's Reaper. Because with block, it doesn't do much, but none of them do. With strength, it allows us to stay in the fight and play our good cards longer. It's like sustain. Limit Break scales us. We don't have a strength gainer right now, so it's useless. Reaper, on the other hand, can still be played. This is a rough one. I'm going to take Runic Pyramid. It's a great relic, and it makes Impervious a substantially better card. We can just wait till the perfect turn, especially if Body Slam shows up at the right time. But this is gonna suck. Yeah, man. Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit of a cage match here on 3 energy. I'm a different kind of beast. I'll probably just play Impervious because you're about to try to ruin my life. What do you got here? 32 damage. Beautiful. You're up on strength. What should we bring back? A Rage probably hits the spot on these guys. I'm trying to think of what cards we really need. I would still go crazy for a Barricade. I really would. We have Offering. Even though we don't have an Energy Relic, we have Offering. So it's not unreasonable to imagine we could play it. You're doing 18. I got 24 block. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Sorry, I hate to see Carnage go. I really do, but There's a time and a place for everything. I can only play 3. It would be nice to knock you out of contention here. I guess that's not going to happen. Maybe next turn? Rage. Very nice card indeed. 5 damage will actually be like 2 damage. Then this will do 6. We'll get 12 block. Okay, so this is a net positive for us. We take 2 damage, but we healed for like 4 off of it. I mean, I didn't say it was a huge net positive. Don't put words in my mouth. It turns out with the kind of build we got going on here with this thin deck, a Juggernaut would go absolutely insane. Have you noticed that as well? Enjoying the show? Refill your popcorn. You'll love this next part. True Grit to thin the deck. Oh, you shouldn't have. Barricade? No, 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 man, no. Drawing less garbage is always good. I like Inflame as a card, but I don't think it's the right build for it. We're built to be a block deck, man. True Grit, exhausting our deck until we only draw Body Slam and good blocks every single turn, like an Entrench every single turn. That's a way that we can get there if we can get obviously a Barricade or a Calipers to work with as well. So I almost want to target that shop that's a little higher up. I hate the idea of an innate curse because it fills up our hand forever. But I'm really like, Calipers might be one of the few things that easily saves us, so I really did give it the time of day. I thought about it in a big way. So why play it like that? Honestly, I'd rather see more defends because our ultimate payoff card is a Body Slam. So here's one. This is just going to irritate you. No, next turn we're going to play Impervious this turn. Originally, I thought I was going to wait because they do more damage next turn. But I realized I can't really afford to do that because I probably have to play Carnage. Which means this turn is going to suck. But then they'll be dead, so there is that. I guess we could probably Reaper... No, I don't think we can, actually. I don't think we can. So Corruption is very interesting. I think I gotta throw the Hail Mary. I also want to say, I think that Spot Weakness could have worked. Is it insane to take the Apparition, or is it insane not to, man? I think it might be insane not to. And then having the Apparition stay in your hand seems like unbelievably good. We'll certainly play Offering. Would we rather like True Grit, dump a strike, headbutt True Grit back, Offering, True Grit a strike? 26, you're doing 29. There's no, we don't have strength gain, so we might as well play that. So again, I don't know if I screwed myself or if I saved myself. But what I will say is that historically, IMO, beautiful. Apparition tends to be good. Obviously, that's why you have to pay so much max HP to use it, man. I would play a Defend, I suppose. And with Corruption, I have no idea whether that's good or bad, but it does mean that I can add a lot of skills to my deck. Should be no problem to add a bunch of skills. Do we have any more Intangible coming? No, we do not. So this turn, let's play Impervious. Hold the Intangibles. I'd love the wounds to not be there. I see the problem that we're facing. I sincerely do. Let's bring back a Carnage. And this time, let's play 2 defense. Hold the apparition. No more wounds, please. It's getting a little ridiculous. I don't have a lot of means of getting them out of my deck. So, you guys want some cookies? Not what you want to see. Carnage, carnage. Well, this is devastating. This has to be the most... I'm not annoyed, because I could have seen it coming. But it's got to be the most sadistic way I've ever been killed in Slay the Spire. Runic Pyramid. Hand of 10 wounds. It sounds like a way to win in Breachy Mahjong. Brother, give me that early True Grit. Okay. Okay. I mean, you learn something new every day, man. In this crazy world, you'd have to be silly not to. You'd have to be walking around with your eyes closed. So what are we going to do to make sure that doesn't happen in the future? Well, in the very unlikely scenario in which... It's not going to do the job, huh? In the very unlikely scenario in which we find ourselves in that exact permutation, those exact relics, that exact elite, I guess killing the middle one earlier would be a very nice thing to do. I want to upgrade, man. There's no real rich upgrade paths. Let's try these. The shop. I will become cursed with injury, and then I want to do the hallway fights anyway for more chances to add cards. So I'm not necessarily a true believer in Wild Strike, but we need damage early. And 1 Wild Strike is worth like... I don't know, like 2, almost 3 strikes after it's upgraded. 2 strikes if the strikes are also upgraded, but why would you upgrade a strike? Buddy, give me a perfected. Just put the card in the bag. I'm happy to be here. Almost clicked on enter. Playing too fast. Good reminder to slow it down a little bit. Very nice. Very nice. I do like Impervious. Let's take it. You don't have to play it. I will absolutely cut that. Yes, Evolve has some positives. I think we move on, though. Honestly, a Fire Potion could do wonders for us. I think I'd rather you woke up here. Maybe, do we get you next? Not even close. Well, actually very close. We don't get you, but we're very close. It's fine. We get to store a relic anyway, or store a potion. Barely got you. Paper Frog and a regen. Headbutt Perfected is probably what we're looking for right now. I guess we just stay aggressive. Like, we have a pretty reasonable case for doing well against most of the elites right now. Plus, the campfires are on this path anyway. This is just the guy I wanted to see, man. How about Bash this turn, Perfected next turn? Alright, life goes on. 20 damage next turn. That's not gonna happen, brother. Well, you know what? Maybe we don't have to use our Fire Potion then. We get to store it. Pantograph. It's nice to see. I don't like these, although I will say Burning Pact I'm taking almost as... Ooh. I don't want to say I'm taking it as a joke, because that's not fair. But I'm taking it as a way to accelerate the exhaust from True Grit and make our deck thin so we draw our better cards more often. Now this does scare me a little bit. I think I want to kill you, headbutt back a Perfected Strike, and I'm going to take 10, but possibly I could kill you next turn. And I mean, I'm maybe getting a little bit ahead of myself here. There is a part of me as well that's like, I could just add a bunch of cards with Strike in the name. Let's keep as many defense in the deck as possible, just in case. But that way, like, our turn 1 Perfected Strike might get to the point where it's strong enough to do a lot of damage to most enemies before the fight before they have a chance to do anything, really. So I'm not gonna theme my entire run around that, but it's very tempting early to sort of commit to that. And dude, the Sharon's Ashes completely vindicates my pickup of the card that I don't even remember the name of, Burning Pact. Love it, man, love it. Okay. I would pass on that one. It's very nice to have a Perfected Strike, dude. It feels incredible. Like, the Perfected Strike starting in hand, and then maybe adding another Pommel Strike, mayhaps. We might end up accidentally / on purpose building, like, a very, very big deck. And don't take that out of context, okay? I don't know, brother. Perfect it and then draw it again. I guess I don't even want to draw it again. Should probably, like, Liquid Memories it too. Because, I mean, we just got to play our Perfected Strike as much as possible, I think. I think we should win, but it's not a guarantee. So we're going to shuffle next turn anyway. I think this is a don't play deep... Well, maybe it is a play deep breath situation, but then hope you don't draw Perfected. And then it moves it over. It moves Perfected over one turn early. You could get lucky. You did get lucky, you absolute genius. Honestly, save... I just can't get the idea out of my head that the Impervious could save us. If we get in... Oh my god, he's the luckiest... I acknowledge the bad luck when I see it. I'm going to acknowledge the good luck when I see it. That's crazy. We drew it, like, top deck every time we needed it. What is the middle card? Reaper. Reaper with no strength. I mean, we just saw in the last run. It can be a bit of a dead end. Limit Break has nothing to work with. Buddy, I can't believe I'm doing it. Give me a second Impervious. And this is crazy, but Runic Dome me because we have a high damage card that always starts in our hand. So if there was ever a time where we can exercise like a little arbitrage, it seems like we don't care really what the enemies are doing as much as we would on an average run, given the circumstances here. You do 22 damage. 33. Okay, I'll kill one, take a hit. That's life. I'm not afraid of a bit of banter, man. And the gold? I mean, it matters to a guy like me. This double Impervious is even better than I thought it was, too. And I'd happily keep adding strikes, man. No strike, no deal, because I'm intending to add a bunch. Turn one, give me extra strength. Well, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. This kind of sucks. I think it's this. And the more cards we can exhaust, the better. Headbutt, bring back Perfected. Impervious means we take no damage. Work this guy over. True Grit becomes insane on this. I didn't even... Oh, a Fiend Fire would be even better, but maybe a Fiend Fire is something that we could think about, man. Can I do something insane? I guess you were gonna die anyway. Sorry, you're buffing? Oh. I can't take the chance. Lucky me. That was pretty good, man. Nothing relevant. 3 apparitions? Nah, man, not this time. It wasn't the apparition's fault last time, but let's be realistic. What are we looking for? More cards with strike in the name. They don't exist. Okay. Cutting defense? I don't know about that. Well, okay, hear me out. Cutting a defend, because we have some good blockers, and then upgrading 2, I was hoping 2 non-defends, but it's okay. And then buy this colorless just to clear it out. And I'm thinking, might be a little overkill, but maybe one day we'll get a calipers, right? You never know. True Grit may find something beautiful to exhaust. Obviously, it did not. Madness hitting Impervious would possibly change my life. I don't know if you're not attacking turn 1. Beautiful. Even better. Dude, as long as you have some damage output, having a couple Impervious in your deck is overpowered, huh? I almost feel like you add another Headbutt just to get the Perfected back, but I'd rather just add more strikes. Turn 1, you do 14 damage. Turn 2, you do like 21 damage. Not exactly thrilled that both of the Imperviouses are gone already, but very thrilled that I didn't take any damage. And from this point onwards, you're on your own, brother. I have absolutely no idea what you could be doing, but we take those. Pen Nib could be very important. A True Grit seems like a beautiful addition to this twisted web we're weaving. I'm all in on the strike build. I don't know what you want me to say. I'm all in. You need me to say it again? I'm all in. We exhaust 2 cards. You're basically dead. So I'm going to believe that that is a situation that's going to come to pass when we draw Ascender's Bane, and we could start focusing our efforts on other units here. We could even just say, you know what? Get out of here. Bring back a Perfected. You're doing 6 damage. Perfected Impervious. Next turn, play anything. Dude, wait, when we get the right sort of fight, you start to believe in this deck. Now, I know at some point we're going to get the wrong type of fight, and everything's going to look a lot different than it does right now, but the Sharon's Ashes they're doing some mighty good work, man. 3 of these, and you're dead, man. Smoke Bomb. Add another Wild Strike. I understand Fiend Fire. I do understand it, but another strike? It tickles me windy, man. It does. We have Pantograph, so let's fight an Elite. I'm willing to give it a shot. You do too much damage early, so I'm gonna invest. Bring it back. Don't draw, obviously, and don't play Burning Pact. So turn 1, I'm hoping you're not attacking. Whatever, it's a flesh wound. What do we care? Now, you're not summoning. Beautiful. This turn, you'll probably summon. Let's draw as much as we can. And the whole methodology there is we get to Perfected Strike faster. We also put 7 wounds in our draw pile, so there is that, but let's get that one out of there. We shouldn't take damage. was a little close. Wild headbutt. Just defend and hit you. We're one perfected away from feeling pretty good. Bash. This probably kills you. It definitely... That was good, man. That was fine. And we go in with a great, like, pen nib setup. We don't really whip Rampage around fast enough. There is... I think a spot weakness does sort of appeal to me, though. And let's get it pumping. So do unattack before perfected if we can. And we can. Very nice. I do think this might suck a little bit though. You attack turn 2. So give me that. You could probably do worse than this. And I'm sorry to Wild Strike, but I'm thinning the deck, brother. I'm thinning the deck. Not a necessary impervious. We brought it back, though. Perfected needs to come back. You don't need to be here. I think we probably chill with the impervious right now. We may need that impervious when they play their huge attack, which I'm not excited about. Call me crazy. I'd actually love to draw. Again, the idea is you thin the deck enough that Perfected Strike comes back around very quickly. Assuming you're not just going to kill me on this turn. And we do have Pen Nib. It's going to need to really pop off, though. Crazy play. It's a crazy play. You take a turn off, then next turn I was really, really hoping to make it work. I don't think it's going to come to pass, though. Get that wound out of here. Are you attacking? I was hoping the answer would be in the negative on that one. Well, I think we're going to call it right there. You got me today. You got me, okay? Got a little confidence. Started getting a little big for my britches. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. And I'll see you next time. See ya!